Hello folks, in today's video we will discuss about two very handy rest and spread operator in JavaScript. So here I have few variables. I have items, key items, gadget and some Pokemon trainers. So first of all, let's find out how the rest operator works. So we already know about destructuring. So if you want to know about it, you can refer to this video. So here I will destructure my items array and I will write something like this, item 1, and then I can use a rest operator like this. I can use 3 dots and I can write any variable name. So in this case I will write rest items. So the name really doesn't matter. The syntax is you have to use 3 dots to use the rest operator. And I will assign the items array to it. Now I will log out my item 1 and I will log out my rest items. So as you can see, my item 1 is assigned to portion and my rest of my items becomes another array with the remaining 3 items. So this is how rest operator works. So it is basically assigning the remaining items into one single array. So that is why you can say it rest. So it is actually assigning the rest items. So now similarly for arrays, we can also use the rest operator for objects. So I have my Pokemon trainers array where I have individual objects. So first of all, let's restructure the Pokemon trainers array and then we will do for each object. So I will write it something like this, trainer 1, and then triple dot I will write rest trainers, and I will assign the Pokemon trainers array. So now I will log out my trainer 1 and then I will log out my rest trainers, and let's see. So the first object we are getting is Wally, which is my first object in the Pokemon trainers array, and then we are getting an array of the remaining 3 trainers who is Gary, Lyra and Ash. So yeah, we can use a rest operator like this. So now for the object trainer 1, let's destructure it further. So I can write it something like this. So for every trainer we have name, Pokemon, age and town. So I can simply write name and then let's write it like this, rest properties, and what I will assign here is I will assign trainer 1. And now if I log out the name and then I log out the rest properties, what do I get? So I get the name as Wally, and in the rest properties I get the Pokemon, age and town respectively. So this is how the rest operator is working for object destructuring also. So now let's discuss about the spread operator. So I have my items array and let's say I want to add few more items in the items array. So what can I do about it? So let me write a new array and let's name it new items. And what I can do over here is I can spread out the items like this, items, and if I now log out my new items, I get my 4 items. So now you may find it confusing that both of these operators are using the 3 dots, but what is the difference? The difference is that for the rest operator in the items array, I am naming the item 1 and then the remaining items I am just passing it like this. So I can also name it like item 1, item 2, and the remaining items I can pass. However, for the spread operator, I am spreading out the whole array and in the end I will be adding new items to it. So let's say I want to add something else to it. So I have my heart skill. So let's say after that I want a harbor mail. So now if I console log my new items, I can see that a harbor mail is added over here. So same for the key items. If I do, I have my key items array and let's name a new key items, and I will do the same thing. I will spread out my key items and let's say I want something else over here, let's say red orb. And now if I log out my new, it becomes J items. Okay, anyway, it really doesn't matter. So I can see that I have my 3 key items over here, and what this spread operator is doing is it is spreading out all the existing items and it is also adding new items. So that is the basic difference. Rest operator is spreading out the remaining, however the spread operator is spreading out everything to add few more items. So this is what we are doing for arrays. So the same thing we can do for objects also. So similarly I have my trainer 1, 2, 3 and everything in Pokemon trainer. So let's let me create a new array of new trainers. I may be messing up with all the spellings today, but anyway, it really doesn't matter. Need consistency. So I will do what? I will do new trainers, and here I will spread out my Pokemon trainers. And let's log out new trainers. And as you expected, we have our array of 4 trainers. So now here we can add another trainer. So we can add an object like this, and we can add, let's say, a new trainer. Let's name her Misty. And Misty is a new trainer. And Pokemon, what was her Pokemon? Her Pokemon was, I suppose, was Staryu, right? Staryu. And I hope she ages unlike Ash. So her age will be around 30 right now. And her town, what was her town? Was Cerulean City. Yeah, it's Cerulean City, not Verulean. So now when I console log, I have 5, and Misty is also added over here. Now in case of Misty, I can also add few more things. So let's say another Pokemon, and let's add Psyduck. So as you can see, I can also customize objects, and we have our another Pokemon over here. It is not visible, but let's try to individually print Misty, and we can see another Pokemon is Psyduck. So we can not only add new objects, we can also like customize the new objects. We can also add new parameters. So now instead, in place of like Misty, we have already added Misty. Let's create another array of new trainers. Okay, let's put it like this: trainers and items. So I will basically now spread out the new trainers, and in the end I will then also spread out my items. So I will create another array of new trainers as well as items. So now if I log out trainers and items, what we will trainers and items, so I get an array of 9, and I get all my trainers, and lastly I also get my 4 items. So that is how it is working. And in place of, if we don't use a spread operator, and lastly it will only add all the items as an array. So in the 5th index, it has all the items as an array. So this is how we are basically using spread operators, and also like rest and spread operators. And basically when we are destructuring anything, we can also use it as function calls. So let's see one quick example. So let's create one numbers array of, let's say, 10, 20, 30 and 40, and let's say I want to find out what is my minimum number over here. So what can I do? I can simply log out math.min, and I can simply destructure this. Not destructure in the sense I'm basically using the spread operator to destructure. And what will I get over here? I will get 10, and if I change it to max, I will get 40. So this is how we can also pass this as function arguments. So in this case it is min and max functions, but you can also use custom functions for this. So that is how the spread operator works. So we got the idea of how to use the rest and spread operators. So these things are quite handy in JavaScript when we are dealing with many objects, and also in React when we will be dynamically fetching a lot of data. So that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.